For the final time here in this calendar year, we have baseball on the show, and they don't come any bigger than this. It's the big one, Game 7 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Well, I think it's really been what you'd call a World Series for the ages. Back and forth, a lot of tight games, a very evenly played series. And now it's all come down to this. One game, 9 innings for the World Championship, and this is what it's all about. Pull up a seat, grab some popcorn, but hang on for the ride.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Pittsburgh Pirates.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe's starting 9. What do they need to focus on in order to win a championship here on the road, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Ervin Santana will be the Game 7 starter here in the World Series in front of his hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty. He got this ball club to win in his last outing, but he did only throw 6 innings. They'll take it, but they'd like to see him go a little deeper.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Gregory Polanco has 3 traits that make him an incredible outfielder. He's got that frightening speed, fearless approach, and he's got an absolute cannon for an arm. That range of skills that he puts on display, breathtaking. He should be a factor in any game he's playing.
Francisco Lindor.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Santana looks in. Here he comes, 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McCutchen over to his left. 1 out.
In the second spot tonight, center fielder, number 30.
Number 30 will get his first cuts here. Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Michael Brantley will get his first opportunity here in Game 7, and obviously a lot riding on every at-bat at this point.
Yeah, it's win or go home, and this is where you really have to start to lean on your stars. So he's going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to come up with something big.
Here comes the first pitch. this is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it now is Marte to pull it in for out number 2.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. And here's Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, what's the key if they want to be crowned world champions here tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what. This team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Carlos Carrasco gets the ball in hostile territory here for Game 7 of the World Series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Josh Harrison comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Josh Harrison.
And he takes ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letters.
Starling Marte will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And even 2 batters in, you have to like what you see so far. Back-to-back strikeouts now to start off the home first.
Andrew McCutchen gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
The 0-1 on its way. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from the big one. Game 7 returns after this. Lonnie Chisenhall will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Santana steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Trying to change the eye level there. After the fastball up, they come right back with an off-speed pitch at the knees. But he stays right on it, drives it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Nobody out, runner on first. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Yeah, and no doubt on the mound he thought that was strike 3. The home plate umpire calls it low, but I think he had a different view out there.
Yan Gomes will stand in an early RBI opportunity here in Game 7.
And it goes without saying, this is an important one to cash in on. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get, so you got to make everyone count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
That evens it up 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Marwin Gonzalez will stand in now, hoping to duplicate the performance he turned in last time out, albeit in a losing effort.
Yeah, but I don't think you can pin that loss on him. I mean, he was tremendous. He just needed a little more help.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. He'll go to the bag for 1. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just a 1 out.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Carlos Carrasco gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And a high strike there, 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Polanco is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Indians strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Gregory Polanco strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the 2nd inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Joe Mauer.
Into the box, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Too high, 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. To first. Oh, a diving stop by Santana. Got him. Out.
Oh, what a play.
Batting six.
Oh, that is so smooth over there at first base. The ball's headed for the hole, but he pulls it in at full stretch. And then I thought he'd probably flip it, but he decides to just take it himself, and he wins that race to the bag.
Standing in now, Jung-Ho Kang, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Oh, one pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Oh, just a little over-anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Number 30 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll move to the third with no score. Francisco Lindor is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball one. Fly ball to straightaway left. Marte on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Number 30 stands in. Santana's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
One strike.
Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now. And with 2 away now, it's time to take our final look this year at our playoff brackets. Boy, it seems like so long ago that we got things started in the divisional rounds, but we will officially have our champion by the conclusion of play tonight. Michael Brantley is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Two out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Line toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the third inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Striding into the box, Carlos Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Mercer is there. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Indians leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Francisco Cervelli will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First offering on its way. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Hit hard up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Jordy Mercer will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
He's set. Here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he overshoots him into center field.
Well, and as you guys well know, mistakes tend to get magnified here in the postseason, so we'll have to see if this free 90 feet winds up leading to a run.
No one out with a runner at second. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A spin and a throw. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Batting 9th, Pitcher.
Irvin Santana will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there, and that's going to keep that runner anchored over there at third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Harrison, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Center fielder giving chase, and that's the third out. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 7 rolls on. We're back after this. Lonnie Chisenhall is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Santana gets the sign. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Belted high and deep into right center. McCutchen going back, and this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the series as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
This is a classic example of losing your composure after a bad call. Now, he's still teed off about that last pitch, so he doesn't concentrate on his location, and this is going to make him even madder now.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez.
Second baseman.
As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Wow. Boy, that's a nice job at third of knowing exactly where he is in relation to his surroundings. And he's able to make the play on the move to record that out.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, third baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Into the box now, Marwin Gonzalez. As the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 for Cleveland thanks to this swing from Lonnie Chisenhall. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Starling Marte is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And a swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. Number 30 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Gregory Polanco is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced. So he's pitching very, very well right now.
Pitch out.
Ball.
Nothing doing.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Runners on first with one down. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
So here's Joe Mauer. Hard liner toward short. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jung-Ho Kang. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Francisco Cervelli gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Carlos Carrasco will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 325 sign down the line. The throw into second. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
It looked like a pretty easy decision that time by the third base umpire. He's going to have a good look at this one, and you'll see it definitely hits right on the left field line. Even kicks up some chalk into the air, and that'll let this guy get up to second here with a double.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Up at the plate, you got to be thinking right side, but you know these guys are no dummies out there. They likely won't put anything in a location where he can pull it easily.
Back to him on the mound, and that's through into center field, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
A perfect start to the inning here in a tie ball game. You get that leadoff double, then he's moved over to third on the base hit. So now, heck, even a double play ball will get you the lead, though I bet they'll be looking for a lot more than that.
Into the box, number 30, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. That's lifted the other way out to left. Marte is there. Let's see if they try it. And they decide not to push things here with one away as he'll hold on at third base. 7th and final game of the World Series as you get a look at our line score to this point in this emotionally charged contest. Michael Brantley will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
Yep.
Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now batting, first baseman,
Carlos Santana stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 3-1.
now batting,
Stepping in, Ronnie Chisenhall. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Santana comes set. First pitch on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
The next pitch will be number 74 for Santana here tonight. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. After it is McCutchen. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
now batting,
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. They'll swing it from the left side right here. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
playing 2-2.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Pops this one up. And Mercer will make the play for the final out. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man. Jordy Mercer will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. Grounded to the right. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
John Jaso has moved out into the on-deck circle, so that'll signal the end for Santana in this one.
John Jaso.
Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Yeah, even if this ball doesn't hop over the wall, I'm not so sure they would have risked trying to score him with nobody out, but it's a moot point now as they'll have runners at second and third following the ground rule double.
Josh Harrison will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Skied into very shallow right. Chisenhall has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning.
That just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home, so that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
Starling Marte will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Ground ball left side. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And this is just good baseball here all around. You've got 2 guys in scoring position, 1 away. At the very least, you need to make sure you get something out of this inning. And he does that by driving in the run.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Hit hard down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Going back is the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. 5 innings complete. Cleveland's out in front, 4-2. Archimedes Caminero will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Archimedes Caminero.
Yan Gomes will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
Yan Gomes.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Into the seats, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Carlos Carrasco will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
Got him.
Yeah, I think the only surprise there was that it took him 4 pitches to strike out instead of 3. Hey, made him work a little.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe, but they still lead this one 4-2. Leading off the inning, Gregory Polanco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Grounded back up the middle, played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Pirates have elected to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
So here's Joe Mauer, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Well, this is where, as a manager, you have to really start worrying about location of pitches. He still hasn't walked anybody out there, but when the control starts slipping and the ball starts sailing out over the middle of the plate, that can be worse than walks.
Jung Ho Gong will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Carrasco pauses. First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
First and second here with nobody out. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Too high. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. None out, runners at first and second. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect, and This thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Stepping in now, Francisco Cervelli. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
The batter, the shortstop.
So striding in, Jordy Mercer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Squared that one up just a little late. Trying to hold the lead. Chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Matt Joyce. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Joyce.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. Game 7 moves to the 7th inning. The Indians on top, 4-3. Back here in Pittsburgh, on to the 7th inning now in Game 7. But before we start, we take a look at our game summary to this point. Arodys Vizcaíno is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Arodys Vizcaíno.
Number 30 steps into the box.
Leading off for the Indians, center fielder, number 30.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a 2-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. High and deep to right center field. McCutchen looking up. Gone! Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series, and it's now 5-3. Michael Brantley stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Yeah, 2014 was really an outstanding year for Mr. Brantley. He went to the All-Star game for the first time, won a Silver Slugger, and ended up 3rd in the AL MVP voting.
That's pretty amazing. Not only that, he was a 20-20 guy. He had exactly 20 bombs and ended up swiping 23 bases.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Ronnie Chisenhall gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 5-3 Indians. Leading off the inning, Josh Harrison, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Now here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Brantley. He's got it 1 away. Starling Marte stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second goes Marte. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to the left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Your attention, please.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Gregory Polanco will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Here comes the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Joe Mauer gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. High and deep to left center field. Racing back the center fielder. Still ranging back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 3rd home run of this series. And they take a 7-5 lead.
Well, coming into this year, it had been a while since we'd seen a World Series Grand Slam. It's only been one since 1998. And you have to go all the way back to Paul Konerko for the 2005 World Series champ White Sox to find the last one. But he gets a pitch that he likes right here, and that's going to be a moment that he's going to remember for the rest of his life.
Tommy Hunter will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning. Francisco Cervelli will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. And now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, he'll at least get a fresh start.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chisenhall is there, and he puts it away. On to the 8th. It's the Pirates 7 and the Indians 5. Leading off the inning, Jose Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Tony Watson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Tony Watson.
Now a changeup misses here to begin the 8th. It's 1-0.
Well, that strike zone looks like it's tightening up a bit.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy, and you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Here's the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. You should get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Yan Gomes will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. One out, nobody on. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Shot towards second. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Marwin Gonzalez will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across before the ninth.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-5. Jordy Mercer will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Good power curveball there, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
In the air to right center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Emilio Bonifacio will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Emilio Bonifacio.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Well, this crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, 97 will get up on you in a hurry, especially when it's your first AB of the night and you're just settling in.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and a rather easy first out.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Josh Harrison stands in as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Gonzalez is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Oh, did he ever hang one there? I mean, that thing is sitting on a tee. He got away with that one big time.
Here's Starling Marte. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. It's the Pirates 7 and the Indians 5. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Neftali Feliz is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 30, Neftali
Yasiel Puig is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. This is line to left. Marte is there, 1 away.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and it's even at 1. Feliz is ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Number 30 will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And a fly ball, and this should do it. And the Steel City will be alive tonight. After years of frustration, the Pirates are once again on top of the baseball world.
Well, let the celebrating begin. This is a World Series for the ages. And it came down to a Game 7, but all along, I really felt like this was the better team, and they proved it here. They are the world champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy.
Here now.